background music and ambience brought to you in part by Midnight Syndicate. Music for the imagination and the perfect musical accompaniment for the Dungeons & Dragons role-playing game. In a world where things are not what they seem, and people are not who they appear to be, where puns run rampant through the streets, and it's hard to tell who the real monsters are. Finally, the culmination of 2 epic campaigns. 3 heroes fighting to keep the world of Euphrae from ripping apart, against 3 villains who conspire to thwart the efforts of GAG-ME, and where the fate of Tim and Terry hangs in the balance. Now, let's join Sir Thadeus Trebilcock, the wild magic sorcerer, Francis the Lion, the gladiator bard, Malphaedor, the fallen Aasimar Oathbreaker, Ayda, the drow rogue, Nastly, the half-halfling, half-fainting satyr bard, and the rogue warlock Hesh von Eggars, as they each continue in their relentless pursuit of a fool's quest.
Sounds of screams penetrate the walls of the GAG-ME barracks. Reverberations from explosions and collapsing buildings send shockwaves toward the guild. Charles looks up from the unconscious body of Terry and says, "Go! Save as many lives as you can. But please, come back here before you leave Cheddar. I have something incredibly important to tell you, Malphaedor."
Okay. Well, let's see what's going on. And head out toward the street.
Alright, so you head outside. The first thing you notice, the winter has broken here in Cheddar, and the outside shows signs of spring. What should be a refreshing breath of spring air is quickly being contaminated by a cloud of black smoke. Cheddar citizens make their way from the south toward the northern district, running past you in terror. So, south of town, the south of where you are at would lead you to Mike's Dive.
Not Mike's. Head there.
Okay. Billowing black smoke. Do I smell fire, that kind of smoke, or is this something a little more insidious?
It looks like building fire, black smoke.
Okay.
No, not the bar. We can't burn down the bar.
not Mike's.
Yeah, I was gonna try and say not Mike's, and then my brain
stereo.
Dun, dun, dun.
My brain basically said you can't say that. It's just like it won't work.
Can't use that word twice next to each
Yes,
other?
I'm saving that clip too.
Just like when someone, I forget it. You seen like the meme where someone just says like the same word 4 times in a row. It's still somehow a functional fucking sentence.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I don't appreciate that.
Yeah.
I don't
Stop
like it. Don't do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess we're gonna run to not Mike's.
Yeah, it looks like some shit's burning down, so let's see what we can do to help the situation.
So you make your way down to Mike's Dive. You can see that the front of the building still stands, but apparently that is all. The entire backside of the tavern has collapsed in on itself, and a cone-shaped field of destruction beginning there shoots out beyond as far as the eye can see. A large cloud of smoke indicates where fires have sprouted up behind the tavern. People are still limping out of the rubble and making their way past you north into the heart of Cheddar.
Okay, so there is a cone of destruction from the back, from like inside the bar,
right inside the door,
blown out
backwards.
toward the back.
Yep.
As far as we can see.
Yep. And you know things that are behind the tavern that you would understand are wrecked include the Temple of Greyhawk, the Trades Guild outpost, dozens and dozens of businesses, and hundreds of homes apparently have been destroyed. Two government official buildings have been destroyed, and several other inns and taverns that make up the outer crest of the city have been destroyed. And the wall that makes up the outside wall of the city that helps protect the city from outside, whatever, has collapsed. You can see where the cone hits the outer ridge of the wall.
Damn.
But you're beginning to lose view as smoke continues to fill the sky.
Okay, so first thing's priority, see who we can save and what we can do to help with that. But as we're doing that, we'll probably continue a conversation as we go about, did we cause that with the portal magic that we used? Is that on us, or is this something different going on?
I'm willing to bet this was because I cast the teleportation circle on the...
Yeah, you cracked it slightly.
Yeah, that might be my fault.
Yeah, we did some in-between fuckery.
Yeah. The only... I guess I'm just going to cast Cone of Cold a bunch of times and try to put fires out.
Okay.
That's the only spell I have that will help put out fires.
I don't think I have anything that's even close to help with putting out fires.
The only thing that I would have that would be helpful is cure wounds. So, if I run across anyone that is grievously injured, I can tend to them in some way.
Hold on. Actually, I'm going to use Ray of Frost. It's a cantrip.
Okay, before you start using Ray of Frost to making your way around the fires, you do hear a grunt come from just beyond the entrance of Mike's dive.
A familiar grunt?
She lived!
Yes.
Marge? So, yeah.
I go to the grunt.
Okay.
I'll walk up to it.
You make your way to the entrance, and the doors have been blown off the front, but like I said, the outer wall is still there.
Nice.
Marge lays atop Not Mike, covering him from the rubble that collapsed on them during the explosion. Not Mike appears to be unconscious, but from what you can see is unharmed. A bunch of rubble rests on Marge's back, and you can only see her left arm and her head peeking out from where she covered Not Mike.
I'm not strong enough to lift up much stone, but I'm going to try.
I'll step in.
Okay.
You two work together?
Yes.
To lift rubble?
Yeah.
Alright, make some strength checks.
18.
That one.
Now,
Alright.
Nastly, get out of the way, you're in the way.
Roll again if it's a nat 1.
I
Roll
did 14.
Okay.
Oh, wait, that was my original roll because I rolled with disadvantage. Okay, now I got to roll again. I have disadvantage in athletics. So.
Yeah.
Somehow McNasty has switched spots with Large Marge. Now he's under the rubble. And she's standing next to Malphaedor.
Okay, I got a 13.
Just look at her. Give me a hand. Come on.
13 on the...
Okay. So you both go to move the rubble, and Malphaedor, you lift up your side so quickly, it being not as heavy as you thought it was going to be.
Oh.
And it falls on McNastly's hoof.
Oh, no.
And you take 1d4 of foot damage.
Foot damage?
Damage to the foot.
So, 1d4 of foot damage equals 4 damage, maximum damage on your hoof.
That's some
from
bullshit, dude.
Malphaedor.
Ow.
Down to 76 health. That's some crap.
Okay.
So it trimmed your nail.
Yeah, it bounced off my hoof. I got a hard-ass hoof, but it still hurt.
So while McNastly is screaming obscenities at Malphaedor, you notice right away that Marge's leg appears to be broken.
Okay. I will immediately comfort her and do a lay on hands on her leg.
Okay. Lay on hands will take 15 points of healing from that to heal her leg. And she is like,
Thank you.
Look around. Bad batch of stew?
I don't know what happened. Something exploded and came from the portal room down in the basement.
Down the basement.
It's not the barrel room anymore, it's the portal room.
Well, now it's just a crater.
I'm going to go check and see if the portal is still there or what's going on down there.
okay.
If there's anything left.
Yeah.
So Marge begins to pull herself up now that she's healed and put weight on her leg to see if it's good, and then she reaches down and lifts up Not Mike and holds him in her arms like Princess Carrie style.
Like a baby.
And McNasty, you make your way back to the basement stairs where it would be, and you can see the portal is still there, but it is spiderweb cracked from this side of the portal. So you can see the outline of the portal is still there, the magic is still there, but it does not look usable at this point. It looks like just raw magic has been splintered.
That's a problem.
My bad.
Well, that's good.
Well, already then. How's your insurance?
I'm covered under GAG-Me's insurance. They'll sort it out.
Kind of like a Geico.
Yeah.
Well, this is probably not going to be a good time. Love it.
Okay. Well, we'll just continue suppressing fires and helping who we can until things sort of calm down to a dull roar.
Okay. All right, so you make your way out and you start putting out the fires. All right, I want survival checks from everyone to make their way out and start doing this.
Okay, so 11.
Sorry, I rolled twice. It was a 17. Was my first,
Awesome.
I believe.
What did you get, Malphaedor?
I got a 7.
Okay, so Malphaedor, you stay back with Marge and not Mike as she's getting him ready and starts taking off toward the GAG-Me HQ to get him the rest of the way healed up or recover or whatnot. And McNasty and Thadeus, you are able to make your way slowly through the rubble. McNasty much more quickly because you rolled better. Thadeus, you are able to get to some spots with fire and start casting your spell to put it out.
Okay.
You said it was a cantrip, right?
Yeah, Ray of Frost cantrip.
Okay, so you start putting out the fire there. McNasty, you come across a small animal, like vet rescue that's there. That's currently on fire right now. So,
oh shit!
Yeah. So they're locked inside. You can definitely go in and corral them and get them out, but we will need an animal handling check from you.
Well, as it turns out, I'm a fucking goat, dude.
Handle that.
Where's animal handling in here? Oh, I only have a +1 in that.
Get a +1 for being a goat.
Never mind. I have animal messenger.
Wait, so you're gonna send an animal?
Give them a message.
Oh, yeah, that one doesn't let me talk to them. It just makes me. I use them. So, it's fun.
You pull one parakeet out of the vet, leave the rest to burn.
Go get help. Well, shoot. Fine. Animal handling, you said?
Yep.
Bloop. Fuck yeah, 17, boy.
Okay, so you were able to go in and corral all the animals and get them out of there and save their little itty-bitty lives.
You have successfully herded cats.
Yeah.
Any injuries or anything like that?
On the animals?
Yeah.
No, the building didn't collapse on them at all. You just said the fire caught from another nearby building that seemed to have caught on fire, and it spread to this one. So you were able to save their lives. And, yeah. Easy enough. All right.
We still cast animal messenger for no reason. Make them go be messengers.
Okay.
No.
So, you all are going about your tasks. What are you doing, Malphaedor?
Well, it's, my accoutrements and cloak and everything are being singed beyond recognition. My GAG-Me cloak is half tattered and burnt. Burning arms and burn all the hair off my arms and one of my eyebrows. And very, very lots of coughing with smoke inhalation. So I'm just not doing well with this.
No, yeah. The smoke's getting in your eyes.
Yeah.
You can't see.
Yeah, I mean, I'm good in combat, but not so much a first responder.
Yeah, you're hacking. Meanwhile, the old man is running circles around you, and the satyr's like bouncing around with his goat legs,
Well,
saving animals.
Got all those years of experience.
And I'm immortal. So.
Yeah.
Well, that does help, huh?
Okay. After about 20-25 minutes of working to put out different fires in different spots, you rescuing some people, doing some different things, Malphaedor, you are finally getting the smoke out of your eyes and getting used to the smoke being in the air. You feel magic being pulled toward Mike's dive again. That's fucking me up with that. So you feel magic starting from the outside wall, being yanked back toward Mike's dive in a quick rush. The wind starts to pull, the smoke starts to pull, and the magic just starts rushing all the way back quickly to where you're at. So you can feel this.
Does this remind me of the first time that we saw the rune in the in-between when we saw the villains on the other side of the portal? And
with the magic rushing feeling? Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
That same, like, magic energy causing disruption to the air and stuff around you. Yep.
Okay. Are either one of these two within eyesight and earshot?
Yeah, they both probably... I mean, everybody's probably within eyesight and earshot, but definitely you're spread apart doing stuff to rescue people and put out fires.
Okay. I would probably holler over to Thadeus. Do you feel that?
The magic, yeah, it's being pulled, and this smoke is also going with it, and it's making it hard to see.
I'm a goat. Was not listening. I was reading a spell. Do I also notice the magic or anything?
Yeah, you also notice it.
I'm assuming we should probably go and
follow it to
check out the...
I know where it's going, but...
the portal area.
Yeah.
And just as you beeline it to Mike's dive, you see these creatures crawling out of the cracked parts of the glass. The creatures themselves are disgusting turtle-like stone creatures. They're the bodies of a turtle, but like a large turtle, like a tortoise, right? With their bodies.
Do they have screaming baby faces?
They have screaming baby faces.
Oh, I hate these.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, no.
I was just thinking about these the other day. I was like,
oh,
hey,
God, it's the screaming baby turtles. Where did I see those? I feel like it's like...
It seems like somebody posted that in
the
meme
or some shit
in the chat one day. Like,
God, the screaming baby turtles. Ah, no.
So
let me Google these really quick. I gotta remember what these look like.
Screaming Morlus. They are a small monstrosity. They come barreling out of these little things, like plopping out. Actually, not barreling. They come like they're being squeezed out of like a toothpaste vial and just plopping onto the ground. And they start screaming with their little creature heads at you and their turtle wrinkled necks. And then they start patting their feet.
God damn it. Just trying to think of all the different sounds I'm going to have to put into this.
Here it is. Still the worst thing I've ever seen. Yes. Oh, they have weird old man mouths.
That's your takeaway?
Look at it. Look at this thing. It's fucking, I hate that. I haven't seen this in a while. It's fucking the worst. Also, to be clear, my Google searches are going to get the FBI interested because I Googled screaming turtle baby. And I got this. I found what I was looking for, though. I'm not mad about it.
Some kind of watch list now. I know it.
So
I've been on that, dude.
So just as the fifth screaming turtle baby plops out of this, it gets pooped out of the fifth little cracked part of the
It's a cloaca, actually,
glass.
for turtles.
The magic finishes sucking back into the portal, and the portal disappears. Gone.
Fucking. So that's how you get rid of the portals. You make it birth turtles.
Yeah, you explode half a city.
That's what we're dealing with, is just the birthing pains of these fucking little giant Koopa troopers.
And the little turtles, abnormally fast, screaming with their eyes closed and heads flailing back and forth. Clearly not enough neck strength to like hold them in one spot. Just dancing all over like a fucking sunflower in strong wind. No, they walk like quick, flappy turtles making slapping noises on the ground as they slap over the rubble, and they're going super quick at you. And roll initiative.
I don't want to. I don't want to deal with it. I want to leave.
Oh, yeah, baby.
I almost got a fucking 6. It was like hovering for a second.
17.
24.
18.
Wow.
Yeah.
24. I'm gonna fuck up these baby turtles.
How many are there?
5.
I'm gonna go full like albatross on a beach and just destroy these turtles. That's a dark reference.
Okay. All right.
Shredder in this bitch.
So the turtles just started barreling at you. As soon as they get within about 20 feet of you, we'll say initiative takes order. And McNastly, you go first.
Did I lose kazoos when I was in the in between?
There was a couple that exploded.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You're down a few. I don't remember how many.
Like 2, maybe.
I'm gonna animate object.
Okay.
But I'm not going to animate my kazoos because I don't have enough to do the whole thing. So I'm going to animate just the rubble around the turtles.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
So just 10 small pieces of rubble that I see. Just go bop, bop, bop.
Yep.
I'm going to animate that and begin that action.
Okay.
And
Alaka, fuck you.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Okay, get the fuck out of here, man. I don't want any part of this shit.
Doesn't have the same ring as Alakazam.
I know.
Yeah, you know, fucking rhyming is important. I just want to point out.
Alakazoo doesn't rhyme.
What is it? Oh, fuck you. That's what it was. Sorry.
Fuck you.
Yeah, I'll give Bardic Inspiration to Malphaedor.
Yeah.
Because you're probably not going to have to deal with any of that. So I will cast 1 Bardic Inspiration for Malphaedor.
Okay.
And I'll be playing... Ooh, which Rick Astley song do I want to play? Yeah, I'm going to just play it. I'm never going to give you up. You know?
Okay.
We're gonna go into this battle in the right mindset.
Okay, yeah.
Ready to go. And also, because I know we already have that sound file, and we'll not need to look into it. They're not going to make this edit anymore.
I think I do have a kazoo Eye of the Tiger, too.
Oh, could have done that. That's a fun one. Can you do Eye of the Turtle? And then for the
It's
kazoos...
like Eye of the Tiger, but a lot slower.
do you want me... I always forget when I ask this. For the... not for the kazoos, for the stones it is this time. Do I do 10 individual die rolls, or are we just doing one?
I think you're doing individual ones.
Yeah,
All right, 8 hit, 1 was a crit.
Okay. All right. So roll
Wait.
up your damage.
Yeah. So it is 57 damage.
All right, that is enough to kill the first one. So what does that look like?
It looks like rocks basically becoming bullets mid-air and just shredding this turtle like mozzarella or like Swiss cheese.
And it lets out the most god-awful, blood-curdling scream you have ever heard in your entire life.
And then a squelch. Oh. And that one is shredded to death.
Mm-hmm.
Just
As a
envisioning-
message to the others. Do not play with me.
I'm just envisioning a turtle being hit by a shotgun.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
A shotgun, but instead of all one direction, it was kind of like surrounded and then just gone.
But a turtle with a baby face.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. And that shell did nothing. It was like paper.
Oh, yeah.
He
Threaded right through it.
it.
All right, well, that Screaming Morlos was supposed to go next, and it's dead. That means it is now Sir Thaddeus' turn.
Hey,
right.
saved you one.
You saved me 4.
No, saved you from having to wait for one.
Oh.
One turn.
Well, that's
Sorry.
perfect. I'm going to use my
Shit.
new Chain Lightning spell.
Ooh.
Yeah. Are all 4 of them within 30 feet of each other?
Yes, they are.
All right.
Because they all just birthed out of this portal.
Yeah, and came running at us.
Yep.
So I'll shoot lightning at 1, and it'll branch off and hit the other 3.
Yep.
So I need 4 dex saves.
How far away am I?
20 feet.
Of 16.
Yeah, we're only 20 feet away.
First one's a fail. Second one is a success. Third one is a success. Fourth one is a critical fail. Let's see if it's another one.
Oh no, that one's gonna.
And
be
it's
made
not,
of
but
dust.
yeah.
So 2 of them take half damage
Okay.
of 10d8.
Jesus.
Hey, they're dead.
They're not. It's not great. So 45, and then 22 or 23, round up or down.
So the 2 that failed get the 45?
Yep.
What do you mean that's not great?
It's not. It could.
I mean, I killed
I
him
see a lot of 2s in here.
Mine was only 57 and died pretty easy. So
But he hit 4 creatures.
yeah. So like these should probably have relatively low health. They're probably dead. If not dead, they're about to be dead.
Yeah, yikes.
Stop trying to challenge us, man. This is an unfair round of combat.
Now, next time we're going to fight a fucking Tarask or something.
Let's do it. Fuck it. We're going to kick them right in their baby turtle dicks. Fuck them.
When we finally meet Duché for the final battle, he's going to ride in on a Tarask.
Yeah.
But it's going to look like a Screaming Morless.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just
Oh, he's going to polymorph into a screaming word.
What's up, bitches?
All
I mean,
right.
a Tarask, what is that? That's it's well over like 100 feet long, but as a baby turtle. It's fucking, oh, God.
Yeah.
Malphaedor, you are up next after that.
All right.
fucking
I
ridiculous.
didn't kill any of them.
Shield on one arm,
You must have like 50 health. You're probably just
Bone Crusher on the other.
Yeah.
Dude.
Let's do
Son of a
this.
bitch.
I'm going to start with using a bonus action to bash the Morlish.
Okay.
More or less, whatever they are.
They're about to be more or less, dude. Let's fuck them up.
Yeah, right? So that's a strength check, right? Opposed?
Yep.
17.
3.
Yay! Okay, so he's prone, and I will take
Surprised the baby had a week.
my attack action on the first one. Gives me advantage.
So you smash its face with your shield, and it rolls over on its turtle back.
Okay.
Was that a crit, or is that just
No,
a
it was
20
it was a flaccid 20.
Ah, shoot.
So he's eating 13 in there.
He died. So
Yay!
Well, he's flipped over on his back, so that's just an overhand swing with Bone Crusher, doing what it does best and crushing a big mud hole in the center of the underbelly of that.
got it.
So it's a shell crusher this time?
You're probably covered in goo.
I'm not anywhere near it. I'm fucking back.
Yeah,
I'm sending
I-
the rocks in there. I'm going nowhere near that thing.
I'm going to aim it.
I'm tired of being a hand-to-hand combatant. I don't want anything to do with it. I have swords. Don't use them. Like, fight me.
Now, is the next one within 5 feet of me?
Yep.
Okay. That'll be a bonus attack on that one, thanks to Bone Crusher.
Should have stayed in hell where you came from, turtles.
Ooh, that's a 10.
A 10 is a miss.
Okay. But I still have my second actual attack.
Yep.
16.
That is a miss.
Wow, motherfucker.
Oh, by 1, too.
By 1.
Okay, hold on. Hold on.
Critical
I'm going to
grade.
use-
Hey,
I'm
what
gonna
about
use-
that Bardic Inspiration?
Oh, yeah, you
Yeah,
get
yeah.
you get an extra die. Throw that on
An
there.
extra die?
Yeah, let me look at...
What is it, a D6?
Never use it on you. D10, sorry.
It's a D10, yep.
Sorry,
fucking
D10. At level 11, yes, D10.
Yep. And you get 4 per rest, so make sure you mark that one as
I
spent.
did. I never use them. I need to get better at actually helping out our team.
I wouldn't expect any of you guys to actually be good at D&D.
Hey, man, we haven't lost yet. Let's keep going!
Okay, so the D10, that comes up with a 5, so...
Yep, so that hits.
Okay. So... Crazy Ugly Baby number 2 is eating 16.
It is now the Screaming Morles's turns, and they rush to attack Malphaedor.
Yeah, bring it, bitches.
The rush to die.
Oh. I brought one of them to 0 hit points, so my Dark One's Blessing kicks in. Whenever I reduce a hostile creature to 0 hit points, I gain 8 temporary hit points.
Jesus.
Nice.
So, you haven't taken any damage, though.
Nope, but now I got
So now you're up 8.
more. Yep.
Nice. You almost have the most health in the group now.
I know, right?
What are you at over there? 90-something?
96.
Ooh,
See.
you're approaching.
Right at 90.
Hey. Kill another one, you'll be there.
So the first one rolled a 22 to hit for its chomp attack.
Just enough.
And if you don't like it, get the fuck out.
Jesus.
Chomp.
97.
Just
sorry.
enough.
Oh.
And so it chomps you and bites you for only 9 damage.
It's because babies don't have teeth
And then
gumming you.
it lets out a horrifying screech. And all 3 of you must make a DC 14 Wisdom saving throw.
Great. The thing I'm bad at.
We interrupt this program for a special news announcement. Flash! A fool's quest fever is sweeping the globe, causing sudden fits of laughing out loud and an anxious feeling while waiting on the next episode to release. The only known cure so far is, no, not more cowbell, more Fool's Quest. We now return you to your regularly scheduled program after this brief message from our sponsors.
Hey everyone, Nico here with a big mid-roll announcement. Over the last couple of years, A Fool's Quest has made some truly amazing friends in the podcast industry. We have done crossovers, one-shots, and interviews with some truly amazing creators and just awesome people. Well, we've decided to take a big leap and partner up with some of these amazing creators to create our own podcast network. And we're calling this network Creative Typo Entertainment. Currently, in this new network, we will showcase 5 shows including A Fool's Quest, Ethereal Embrace, Microphones and Monsters, Into the Night Anthology, and Stick Shift Incorporated. We also have new shows lined up to release in 2022, as well as several other amazing projects in the works. So what does this mean for you, the listener? Not much. If you've been listening along every Friday for free, the content will keep coming and nothing's gonna change. So you just sit back, relax, and enjoy the Friday releases. For those of you that have chosen to support us on Patreon, you will now get ad-free access to not just AFQ, but to all of the shows listed above. You can also get bonus episodes, extra content, early released episodes, sneak peeks into future projects, merch, and much, much more. So if you're still on the A Fool's Quest Patreon, make sure to check for updates because you will want to switch over to the new Creative Typo Patreon as of February 1st. Or if you're brand new and you're just interested in taking a look at Patreon and seeing what you can get, feel free to check it out by going to afoolsquest.com and looking for our Patreon link. For us, this is super exciting as a team. We get to work with such talented creators and amazing artists and musicians, and we've just increased our talent portfolio so much, and we're so excited to look at these future projects. But we know we never would have gotten anywhere close to this without you, our listeners. So from the bottom of my heart personally, and I know from the rest of the A Fool's Quest and Ethereal Embrace cast, thank you. And remember, be safe, we love you all, and stay foolish.
Microphones and Monsters is a Cthulhu D&D actual play with a balance of horror, mystery, and comedy. Our story begins in a 1920s Magitech noir setting. We follow the story of Alistair.
That power is very much something that I need, and I don't want that to stop.
Victor.
I don't think I want to help you.
And Julian.
It's burning. What happened here can't see the light of day.
As they come face to face with eldritch horrors.
I don't think you could ever stop me.
And try not to fall into madness. Go to microphonesandmonsters.com or listen wherever podcasts are found.
Now, let's join the drow rogue Ayda, the gladiator bard Francis the Lion, and the rogue warlock Hesh von Eggars as they conspire together to thwart the progress of those GAG-ME fools. Beware, there be villains here.
I'm gonna climb out of the garbage pile and run over to the Kool-Aid Man-shaped hole and just shout, "Come on!"
All right, and at this point, we welcome Gary to our show. So, Gary, explain what your character, Andrin Myanor, looks like.
Okay. He is a 7 foot tall, very slender, bluish gray man. He's a furbolg. He has long orange hair and small horns poking out of his forehead. And right now he's wearing a lovely orange that clashes with his hair prison jumper. So.
Ew.
As we're running away from the hole in the wall, I'm going to hand you your cape.
And your
Here,
clothes.
We brought you this.
Strip! Run!
Yeah,
Disguise.
he would probably try
All at the
his
same
best to change as he runs, but he's just like, oh.
Sure, it's gonna get caught in his horns.
Yeah, thank you. And will like kind of cough and as he comes through the Kool-Aid Man-shaped hole. So.
And you do notice Macho Man Randy GoDeep, who you would have known living in this city, holding your staff.
Oh, his eyes will like perk up, and he will just be like, "Give me that," and reach for
it. Like a rally toss, just chuck it behind me toward him, because I imagine that Macho Man is standing like in the alley facing towards where the guard was as the explosion had gone off. So like I would tuck it back behind myself to him.
If anybody notices as he catches it, he like caresses it and kisses the orb. Just real quick.
Sniffs it.
It's very, very subtle.
Daddy missed you.
Yeah, I'm going to pull out my pulsing pirate peg leg, and I'm going to cover our escape and say, "Come on, that way," I think, and point to the end of the alley away from where the guard just went.
I imagine I'm consoling Carlos because he's probably wailing.
Oh, yeah, very upset. Daddy! Auntie Ayda!
I got you.
Auntie!
Hey, brothers, come touch my shoulders. Yeah, and you can fly high. All right, yeah.
You can fly if you'd like, but you are in a mountain, in a mountain city. So really, the ceilings here are only about 25 to 30 feet at the highest points.
I appreciate that. However, flight speed is faster for most people than running speed.
That's cool. I was just letting you know the limitations of the spell.
Yep. So, do you touch me?
Giggity.
Do I touch you? No.
Who's gonna touch me?
Giggity.
Wait, what is the flight speed?
Yep. You can fly 60 feet for the duration, so for dashing, it's 120.
Yeah, I'll touch you.
Giggity.
Just right on the shoulder.
Giggity, giggity.
Alright, so if Ayda doesn't, and everybody else is, then he'll try to, like, poke her shoulder.
Giggity, giggity, giggity.
I mean, I don't really know you, so...
It's probably safe.
Alright. Tushy slaps all around. and then flight being cast, and then, like Peter Pan. We're just gonna Peter Pan it out of here.
Holding hands.
Yeah.
Nice.
But it's like the alley is way, way too small, especially for a 7-foot furbolg. Like, you're just like bumping into walls and shit. Like, just let go of their hands, brother. This hurts. Do we have the fanny bangers on us right now? I would know that, but like, I want to make sure that somebody has that equipped in their inventory.
Yeah, who took the fanny bangers?
I think it was Ayda.
Ayda did.
Okay.
Okay, so Ada's got them. I actually don't know. That might be something we've...
You definitely got the fanny bangers.
Well, I know
we've
we got
acquired
them,
them,
but...
and I want to make sure that you have them. Okay.
Right, so I think we need to lose them first, yeah. And then we need to get to the vault, okay? Yeah.
Yes, listen, Andrin Myanor, I'm Francis the Lion, and we need your help getting into the GoDeep vault. You see Miss Ivana GoDeep over there had a falling out with her parents, I guess. Something like that. It doesn't matter, does it? We need in there.
Hello, Francis. I think I can help. I like explosions.
Perfect. We got some fanny bangers.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Did we use all the Kafor to break them out?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, you had to.
I'm just not going to mention that because
I'm pretty familiar with fanny bangers, and I have some other tricks if I need them. So
excellent.
Well, we don't need the explosives to get in. We are told to destroy the rest of what's in the vault. So don't get
even
explosive happy just yet.
If one or two things went missing, it'd probably be fine. So, you know, just something to keep in mind.
Well, I get first pick through.
Well,
it is my vault.
Okay, Andrin leads you straight down 3rd Street in a rush. While flying, he's directing. And the Trades Guild itself is at the end of the street, and it has one main entrance and then breaks into 3 primary halls. So the main entrance is there, and it's not guarded or anything. It's like, you know, a business center that you could just go into. But to go into each individual hall, there's going to be a guard at the door that will be there. Like once you go in. We'll get there. So when you guys fly and you get to the Trades Guild, do you land there or do you fly into the Trades Guild?
Let's not do that.
Find like an alley or something and land.
Yeah, because I have to disguise myself as Ivana.
Yeah.
We also have to figure out what we need in order to gain access to the vault, because I don't know which vault is mine. And if there's a passcode other than just the key, we've got to get some information. So slow your horses.
All right, you do, at the end of one alley, you do find a tall, person-sized glass box that says Dixie Cup on the side of it, that you could, take turns getting in and stop flying. Switch out of your Superman back into Clark Kent.
Excellent.
Okay, so as we land, I turn into Bubba.
You're missing a few fingers, just remember that.
Yeah. Keen mind. Hesh is like Pepperidge Farms, but for D&D. Pepperidge Farms remembers.
I think it's...
Francis, do you want to be Dolly? Do you have a disguise kit?
I do have a disguise kit. I had a thought that one of us could go in and smooth talk whoever's at work in there into letting us know the proper protocol for accessing the vault.
Well, I can do that. I can just feign like I had a concussion. It wouldn't be amiss going in to check the shrimp brigade's situation in there.
You're okay. Let me clear something up real quick. You're thinking the Collective. The Collective is like a giant place that has a bunch of bank accounts and stuff.
Private bank, right?
This is just a bunch of The Trades Guild is like 3 family personal, their estates. It's like their hand. Yeah. So you're in Gaydon, which has the Trades Guilds, and the head of each Trades Guild is there for that's kind of the key area for the Trades Guild. They're there as the family, the spotlight people, right? You keep thinking the Collective, which is another country.
You fucking idiot!
And that's a whole bunch of vaults and bankers and accountants and stuff.
We're in the wrong goddamn place.
Yeah. We went to the wrong city.
Everybody got that? Good.
I'll handle that. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go in deliberately looking like I'm trying to avoid notice.
All right, so when you walk in, what you see is 3 Trades Guild Hall entrances. The first one is the Bromroyo Hall. It's marked by a 12-foot carving in the wall above the entrance, and the carving is of an angelic creature with its majestic wings spread out and a long sword thrust into the ground, with the tip going in just at the point of the top of the door. The second hall is marked by a bronze statue that has scales on there that are perfectly balanced. The bronze statue lays in front of the door, and on the base of the statue it says the Tenor's Hall. So you kind of have to walk around the statue to go inside. And then the third one, which you identify as the GoDeep Hall, that has the entrance rests under an arachnid base of a 30-foot floor-to-ceiling mural of a large spider-like goddess. The mural goes all the way down to the ground, but the legs come up, and in the middle of the legs, and then the arachnid body and the arachnid goddess above it. In the middle of the legs and under the torso is the entryway into the GoDeep Hall.
Okay, I'm going to go take a peek in there. Is there anyone in there that I can see at a desk or anything?
Yeah, through the GoDeep Hall, at the entrance, 4 guards rest at ease.
4 guards. Perfect. I'm going to go up to them. Again, deliberately looking like I'm trying to avoid notice. The shifty eyes and over-the-shoulder looks.
Okay.
And walk right up to the guard and sort of nudge him while I'm looking back towards the doorway that I came in, the spider passage there. Listen. It's my 3rd day. Miss Ivana's coming down momentarily. I'm supposed to escort her to the vault. I lied on my resume, okay? I haven't been a professional escort before, and I didn't think this was what it was, but here I am, and look, can you just help me out a little bit? Tell me real quick. I've got about 5 minutes before she's here. I can pay. I've got, 25 gold for each of you? Would that do it? I just don't want to lose this job. I need it.
Go ahead and make a deception check. And while you're doing that, the rest of you, Andrin, Ayda, who's dressed as Ivana, and
Bubba.
Yeah.
Not
no,
Bubba.
Hesh is dressed as Bubba.
Still Bubba, yeah, but
you said Bubba.
like thinking for a minute of who we should turn back to because this went terribly wrong. This went or right, who knows? You know, happy accidents.
Yeah. So Bubba, for now, yeah, you guys hear guards and their dwarven guard whistles, which are like really low whistles. It's almost like a pan flute style whistle. And you hear them, I think they went over here. All right, let's get them.
Like bottles, they're just blowing on empty bottles.
Yeah.
Sounds like a jug band.
That's it, yeah.
One of them's got a washed
So
up
the
bass, too.
City guard is making their way toward you and your phone booth, Dixie Cup glass box.
What all else is out here besides this Dixie Cup booth?
It's kind of a wide open area for the end. I mean, it's the end of the road, and it takes you directly into the Trades Guild's vault. So it's big, beautiful,
Is there
vaulted.
a fountain?
Yeah, totally a fountain. Yep, elaborate.
There. So I'm going to be like sitting at the fountain with, I'm assuming Carlos is a kaboom stick, since you are Tubba.
Yep.
And I'm dressed as Ivana, so I'm totally chill.
This
Playing
is
with my firework.
a market, right? You say there was a
No.
market out in front of the thing, or no?
No, just a wide, big, open area. It's just to look very elegant to go into the Trades Guild. It's to display their money.
It's a fancy promenade.
Yeah,
You're a promenade.
so lifestyles
Show your
of the rich and the famous. You're like walking into an episode of Cribs with 3 houses all in one. And you guys are disguised, but Andrin is not.
Yeah,
He's wearing his black clothes.
He's the escaped convict.
That's what I'm
Get in the
working
phone
on.
booth.
Get in the phone booth. How quickly can I disguise kit somebody with a pair of my noble clothing? Like,
Also, as a furbolg, they generally have disguise self as a spell too.
Yeah, so you could do that. Yep.
So speak up, buddy.
Sorry, I'm not usually a fucking furbolg.
we're gonna need
Let
to
alone
get
sorcerer.
out of sight. And then Hesh starts pulling out clothing. He's like, I'm gonna need to dress you up. Now you're gonna have to hold still.
As you do that, he is going to. Oh, he's large, right? So he would just make himself to look like a Goliath, I think, since they're still pretty large.
Okay.
Oh,
Skin tone about the same. All of his hair just is gone. No horns. A little bulkier, but still pretty slender. Probably wearing like a black flannel shirt, black pants, black combat boots. Still has the cape the same. It's that maroon cape, but it's only like hanging over one shoulder. Oh, and black suspenders. So.
Is it that unsettling when I do that?
Yes.
Like,
Yes,
I
it is.
kind of feel like I have
Every time.
bile like in the back of my throat a little bit.
Yeah, it's pretty gross. Can you change into something other than whatever the fuck you are now,
slapping
so Carlos doesn't look like an explosive?
Slapping my face and running it through my hair and turning into the flautist.
Thank you.
Yes, and
I
now
can play a flute.
I'm going to bonus action.
Yes.
No, never mind. I leave it. You can have the flute.
I'm just staring at the fountain, playing a flute.
So when you're
guys are all-
playing it, Carlos does this like.
Beautiful noise.
Yeah. That's how he does it.
It's music to my ears.
Like a cartoon tongue shoots out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Wags up and down the whole time.
Little,
Spittle come
little
out.
bit of spittle.
I make sure to turn and face you so it's getting in your face as he spits.
All right, Goliath, you're going to escort me in there. Let's go.
He'll hold out his arm.
Escort you in
Ready
there.
to go.
And then just a very dainty, limp-wristed, like leaning it on the arm, just ever so gently as we walk towards the doors.
All right, deception roll. Back to Francis.
So I got a 14, but I think I'd like to use an inspiration and re-roll that for a flaccid 20.
There you go. All right. Yeah, no, I think that's a good trade. You give us 25 gold each, and we'll let you in.
Done.
All right. When is Ivana coming?
Any moment. I'll just step outside and see if she's coming up the way yet. She should be here any moment.
All right, well, sounds good. You heard the man. Everybody stand to attention. We've got royalty coming in here. Stand up. And they all stand to attention because they were all at ease, like shooting the shit, playing poker or whatever guards do when they're not doing guard stuff. So, yeah. So you step out.
Yep.
And you see a Goliath leading the flautist into the hall, the main lobby. And Ivana, were you trailing behind?
Yeah, I would have handed Carlos off, because how would it look for royalty to be carrying a spitting flute?
I could just... yeah. Yep. I'll take it.
Be careful with him. And...
How dare you?
Yeah, I would walk safely behind you, too.
All right, so you guys meet back up.
Before we do, I'm gonna pop right. I'm gonna wave at him, then pop right back in that spider doorway, and stand like just at a stiff, ridiculous attention, like a herald, and shout, "Presenting her royal and studious majesty, Miss Ivana GoDeep," and then like bow until she walks in.
Just kind of look down my nose at him, like, and walk right by.
Hesh will have,
you gotta,
have
of course,
split
hurry up
from the Goliath so that we can take either side, and then like try and like knowingly look at him and message real quick, and be like, bow, 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 and then bow, try and bow in unison.
I would bow then.
Okay, you have successfully fooled the guards, and the one that was kind of leader says, Miss GoDeep, as you were, if you could please use your key to gain entry to the hall, and motions for the spot for her to open the door.
All right, so I will take the key out of my pocket and use it on the door.
So you use it on the door, and the door opens up. And just as the door opens up, one of the guards that was blowing the dwarven whistle shouts, "Hey, stop those four! Stop those four! They're not what they appear to be! Get them!" And then the four guards follow you, drawing their weapons into the hall that you guys are in. And roll your initiative.
Wait, the four GoDeep guards?
Yep. Because they got a nat 20 to see through your disguises.
Yeah. Oh, damn it.
Yeah.
Can I...
Ada, that's what Ada was making a mean face at me about a few seconds ago. Because I rolled, and she's like, she can see my rolls.
So if they said, got him, and then Hesh looks around to see that they're talking about us, would turn into Thadeus and be like, "They found me!"
All right, so Francis, you got, goddamn it, you got a 19.
Yes.
And Ada, you go first. Oh, and Ada and Hesh / flautist, your rapiers, as soon as they start chasing you into the GoDeep hall, start buzzing.
Keen mind, because I've turned into Thadeus, not the flautist.
Yep. Oh shit! Sorry.
Yeah.
Make up your mind.
Come on, for fuck's sake. You know what? I'm recording nights. I'm setting your limit to 3. You can turn into 3 different people. That is it.
At once?
Anything else? Yeah. And I love how we have a guest and he can also change into other people. God damn. All right, so Ada,
mine
you're
was
first.
Necessary.
I know, just all
Mine are always necessary.
I'm just gonna turn on my heel, wide-eyed with the key in my hand, and just kind of put my hands up. I'm not really gonna do anything just yet. I have an ID that says I am Ivana.
Okay. You're wearing a disguise, right? Mm-hmm. You're not using disguise self. Okay. Yeah. So they saw through Andrin and Hesh's magic, but they did not see through Ada's. All right, and Francis, your turn.
I'll just kind of like
guards.
Watch
are they
guys.
bunched up? Like
yeah, they just came through the door. Yep.
All
How
of
many
them
of them
with
do we
a
have?
pulse wave.
Total of 4?
Yeah, you could hit all of them with a pulse wave.
That's what I'm going to do.
And I think they all failed. I think it was a Constitution save 14.
Yeah, it was. I've got 19 points of damage, and we'll push them all 15 feet away.
All right. 3 of them you push back into the wall, and then the 4th person you knock completely back out of the room into the main area. And that was a lot of damage.
And then I'm going to just move back into the room we're in here a ways.
So I would just kind of, with my hands up still, I would just shout everybody just to stop what they were doing.
Okay. It is Hesh's turn.
She said stop. He did the pulse wave. Do the guards look rough?
They look like...
You look like hammered shit.
I mean, that hurt a lot. I mean, they're not bleeding out or anything, but that was painful.
Alright, without looking back, as Thadeus says, "Fly, you fools!" and then pulls out finger guns, casts darkness on myself, takes a step away from the door so that they can see their doorway and where they're going and stuff, but the guards won't be able to because it's 20-foot radius or 15-foot radius. So I'm gonna try and position myself between the door and the guards, and then I'm gonna bonus action Eldritch Blast like the roughest looking guard.
They all took the exact same amount of damage.
The rough and tumble. 13
right,
plus 9.
That's Omar.
21.
Omar's the roughest looking.
Oh, God, I miss Omar. What a good guy.
Yeah, well, you're about to kill Omar.
Yeah. Alright, so that's 18 damage to Omar.
Alright. So Omar was guard number 1, and now he's bleeding. Like, a lot.
I go prone.
Okay.
Yep.
Andrin, it's now all dark around between you and the guards. What do you do?
Based on Ayda saying to stop and really knowing these people, I'm just gonna hold my action.
Okay.
But so am I currently in the darkness?
I tried to.
Or is it just like in front of me?
I think it's just in front of you. Like there's a wall of darkness right in front of you.
Then yeah, I'll hold my action either to wait for Ayda to make a move or for a threat coming toward me.
Okay.
I guess. All right. We'll be like, I don't know what to do.
All right. So, City Guard number 1 shouts, "Don't worry, Miss Ayda. We're going to save you. Those are not your guards. They're..."
I mean, Ivana.
Or, fuck me. "I'm sorry, Miss Ivana. We're going to save you. Those are not your guards. We're coming in to rescue you. Try to get away from them if you can. Here we come." And they come running in through the darkness. Now, number 1 was the farthest away, and it's going to take all 30 feet, or probably more than 30 feet of movement to get there. So, run 45 feet, bust through the darkness to where it sees. I'm going to make a random roll, though, to make sure they don't trip over Hesh. They do not. So they bust through the darkness, but they don't have any more action, and they are back in the scene. B does have enough movement to get through the darkness.
Can I do a melee attack for a reaction?
Please don't.
If they run through to trip them?
Yeah.
So it's a 27 to hit. 6 damage.
Alright. So 6 damage to number 4. And I need to roll to see if he trips. He does trip! Holy cow! That
Nice.
1. So he face plants on the ground right next to you. He's like, "Son of a bitch!" So number 2 busts out of the darkness right next to Andrin and rolled a 4 to attack. So it's just flailing his sword all over like a jackass and swings, completely missing you. And then number 3 busts out of the darkness and attempts to attack Francis, the Herald. he busts through, and instead of using his longsword, he pulls out his cross light bow while he's running through the darkness and fires one arrow at you. 3 damage. Take that, sucker.
And he hit.
Good?
Yep.
Okay, that's all their turns. And we are back up to Ayda.
Still telling everybody to stop. I would have, while everybody's flailing around being idiots, I would have pulled out my ID and asked to speak to whoever's in charge and cast fear.
Whoever's in charge is the guy who had run out the farthest. He had to sprint to be out next to you to defend you. So you cast fear on him?
Yes.
Okay. And what's the save on that?
14. Wisdom.
And that's a 13. So he came out to defend you, and what did you do to scare him?
With everybody running about, I got into my fighter stance and just kind of stared them down as I commanded them to stop, and I pulled out my ID.
You pull out your ID, but he thought it was a weapon, so he bolts back off into the darkness. Running away from you. I guess he will do that on his turn. Francis, it is your turn.
All right, the one who ran at me. I'm going to pull out the Route of Lordly Might.
God, you guys are just not getting it!
I mean, Andrin hasn't done anything except hold up his hands.
I'm not yelling at you.
Like,
if anything, we're holding hands right now.
Oh, I pushed button 1, so it becomes a flame tongue. I'm just going to point it at the guy who was running at me and say, "You better not," or something.
Okay, all right.
And I'm going to give Ayda an inspiration die. Say something like, Miss GoDeep, I know you can explain this mess to these fools.
Yes, I can. Can everybody please put their weapons down?
This concludes this episode of A Fool's Quest. Join us next time for more fun and daring adventure. Thank you for listening, and don't forget to like, subscribe, review, and comment on your favorite platform to listen to A Fool's Quest.
Yeah.